Welcome. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. And I do mean humble, the Nostra Novice, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Thursday to give you the hungry, happy, healthy people here at WrestleCram. Of course, the podcast. All right. Yes, thank you so much. If you're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week, I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. Without you guys, it truly wouldn't be me. And I'm humbled each and every day that you guys watch the show. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Thank you so much for the overwhelming love that you give your boy and whatnot. Also, to the people who have sent those questions in, I will have that taken care of for you. We will have our very first episode of Axe Wrestle Cram with your boy Dino Stranavis. It is some really great questions out there. We will do that. I can't wait for you guys to see what your boy thinks about some of those questions or whatnot. Okay, I haven't done this in a while. Since I was in my kitchen. I was at Walmart. I saw some stuff that I truly enjoyed, and maybe we'll bring it back. When I get some extra free money in my pocket. But let's do this. I found this. I didn't find the championship edition, but I did find this young man. I found AEW MJF or whatnot. I thought that was pretty cool. He does have the diamond ring, so he does have that. He does have that really cool thing. So I saw that, and I thought that was pretty cool. Also, I got one more, because you know me, I can't just buy one. I have the Eldot Static Shock. Yes, Static freaking Shock. Yes, I thought that was pretty cool. I enjoyed Static Shock when I was a child. I think Static Shock is a really great addition that's going to be put up there on the tool. Also, don't forget my MJF as well. He's going to be a great addition to the wall as well. So, if you want, let me know. Let me know if you think that I have enough toys, or keep buying toys. And I know y'all keep buying toys. So, that's just me. I just wanted to show that to you guys. I thought it was pretty fun. So, let's get into it. Mercedes Mone. Is she moving to Japan? We do have the what she may be doing pretty soon. Also, a great story by Big E. A great person, not even a great wrestler, but a great person. Big announcement, what he's doing as well. Also, we do have the AEW Dynamite recap. Also, we are going to dig a little deeper into your boy's health, especially his road to 147. I think I said I was going to get to the road to 147. We'll talk about that as well. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. So let's talk about Mercedes Mone. Is she moving to Japan? She has one more match, so let's see what happens with this situation. This is WrestleTalk.com. They do report the IWGP Women's Champion Mercedes Mone has provided a new hint about the future of the situation about the next move. After months away from the ring, Mone made her in-ring wrestling away from WWE in New Japan at Wrestle Kingdom 17 in January. She made her in-ring comeback a month later in New Japan Battle at the Valley after defeating Kyrie and becoming the new women's champion. There has been a lot of speculation about Mone's future following reports that her next title defense is at the her last title defense is the final match on her current agreement with New Japan and Stardom. While some believe that Mone will expect her deal with Japan Promotions, others then predict that she will make a highly anticipated AEW debut. There's even a possibility that Mone could return to the WWE if and her former home can agree to terms. The CEO has now shared a series of posts to her Instagram shortly that have had many convinced that she's plans to remain in New Japan slash Stardom. Mone shared a photo of a sign for Tokyo School of Japan language and also posted looking over the balcony. Mone indicated that she wants to stay in Japan, writing definitely moving full time to Japan. Mercedes Mone will defend the IWGP Women's title against, is it Borio Ralkia? I guess that is. I suck at Japanese. I do apologize. At All Star Grand Kingdom, or is it? Yeah, I think that's All Star Grand Kingdom on April the 23rd. Here's the thing about that. I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't think she is coming back to the WWE unless they back the Loomis truck to her. I don't see it happening. I think she's having a great time. She's enjoying what she's doing, and she's getting paid comfortably to do it. I did see that Instagram post before I even did the article of her and her little just beautiful self looking over, and on the side there is like a Japanese language school that she's willing and trying to learn. You know, her husband I think is Japanese, so we'll see about that. I mean, it's going to be very interesting. I love Mercedes Mone. I loved her as Sasha Banks, but man, this is going to be very interesting. I am eating everything of this up for her to stay with on that side of the spectrum and see how far she can go before coming back to the WWE. The Forbidden Door is still there. We may get a some type of her running in the AEW as well. That looks very interesting, being that they need some type of star power there. Hopefully, we get Naomi there as well, Fatu there, so they can join and make a great impact in that women's division. The IWGP side or Stardom side just got injected with a lot of views when it comes to her being there. And I think that's a great job. I think it's a really fun job, great job for them to be allowed to do that. Mercedes Mone, get your money, but also have fun. I agree with you. All right. So let's get on from Mercedes Mone to Big E. And he has a huge announcement, of course, with the WWE. A new role for the former WWE champion Big E. And this is from Wrestle Talk as well. I'm sorry, this is from Wrestle Talk as well. Big E has been out of action since suffering a broken neck on the March 11th episode of SmackDown. During his recovery time, the popular star has served in several non-wrestling roles, including helping the WWE recruitment team during tryouts. The USFL Michigan Panthers now named Big E as their official MC for all of their Panther home games this season. Discussing the announcement with Fox Sports, Big E said, and this is his words, "I am excited to join forces with the USFL and the Panthers. As the team returns to Michigan, Detroit has some of the best fans in the world, and I look forward to counting with, or is it counting or connecting? I'm sorry, connecting with them at Ford Field. The host of course, Detroit is going to be the host of SummerSlam this August. Big E has had 1 year, had a 1 year scan, a whole year from, of course, the original injury. The former WWE champion has previously pointed to the scans as an important indicator for his future ahead of potential in-ring return. That is a potential in-ring return, but we have been hearing that Big E is getting back better. But once again, he is a very smart man, and he has said, I am going to go, even though the doctor says yes, I'm going to get a million more opinions. If one doctor says no, I'm not going. And that's a very smart move by Big E, and I'm very happy with what Big E decision is. He deserves to make sure that he is healthy and willing to go back. It has to go hand in hand. The money, I guarantee, is not worth your health, not picking up your children and standing up after going to sleep. So, I mean, I understand exactly how he feels. I love Big E. I am a huge fan of him on Instagram. He is hilarious, and he is so fun and joyful to look at. Other than that, he is going to be the MC of the USFL. The Panthers looks like it's going to be very interesting. I can't wait to see that. I'm a huge fan of the USFL and also the XFL. That was really fun as well. So we will see what happens with this. I can't wait to see what goes on with Big E being the MC. I am going to wait to watch just the Panthers play for him to be the that situation. So we will see. Good luck to the Panthers, and I'm very happy that Big E has, of course, another some type of revenue coming in. All right, so let's talk about, of course, AEW Dynamite. It starts off with all four pillars in the ring at the same time, and pretty much everybody giving everybody praise. It kind of got to a point where it was like the fans were like, is somebody gonna punch somebody or whatnot? I mean, we get let's see, Darby says he likes Sammy, but he's not championship caliber because he's a follower. He's not a leader. He talks about him being a part of the Chris Jericho Appreciation Society, and that he follows Chris Jericho every whim. Jack Perry talks about picking. He talks about him saying he's a part of the California clique, and that's the reason why he's in AEW. Darby Allin says Darby Allin says he was a little jealous of Jack Perry because of that situation. Jack informs everybody that he really doesn't know Darby Allin. And if you did know Darby Allin, you would know that he is very egotistical. He's selfish. He is very, very to himself and doesn't want to really hang out with the crowd. He also says, Jack Perry says that wrestling wasn't his first passion. He got into this because, of course, he wanted to be a skateboarder and failed at that. Sammy Guevara gets back on everybody and says, "Well, Jack Perry is kind of like MJF. He just doesn't want to understand that he is a part, or they are kind of the same." Sammy says he relates more to Darby Allin because of his acrobatic skills and putting everything on the line, including his body, and leaving it all there. Sammy congratulates, of course, all the pillars, but he does say that he is going to be the next world champion. After that, MJF comes out. He craps on, of course, Pittsburgh, and he says that oh man, he says Britt Baker can't wrestle. He also says that him and Tony Khan have officially announced that it will be a Pillars tournament. Of course, there's only 3 there, so we will have a match tonight, and whoever wins this match will go against the other person. So they got the hat out, and Darby Allin was the person to be the last person that they face. So the match will be against Sammy Guevara and Jungle Boy. Whoever wins that match will face Darby Allin. Whoever wins against Darby Allin will face MJF at Double or Nothing for the New Japan, for the AEW World Title. After that, we get a Tony Storm and Ruby Soho versus Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker. Of course, they're gonna bring out Britt Baker because she is a Pittsburgh native. She also had the Pittsburgh Steelers bustier on. I thought that was pretty cool. Lots of love for Pittsburgh. Lots of terror towels for the Pittsburgh, of course, when they go to Pittsburgh. Decent match, very fun match, but I already knew that Britt Baker was going to win this match due to the fact that she's in Pittsburgh. We get a beautiful curve stomp, and then we get the lockjaw. Ruby does instantly tap out for them to win. Now, here's the thing. Jamie Hayter must have had a really bad fall because they pulled... Jamie Hayter did not participate in that match after she fell. We did get the doctors out there to after the win. It looked like the match was a little shortened because of the fact that Jamie Hayter was injured. So they did get the doctors out there. They did take her to the back. We do not know what happened. We did not get an update with that situation as well. We also get a backstage interview with Wardlow, and we get he talks about the Horsemen. He talks about he had one Horseman by his side, which was Tully. And now he has another on his side, which is Orn Anderson. Orn Anderson says, "Oh, so you beat up cars, they took your money and all this. This is all preschool stuff. We are going to now do it the Horseman way." Hints of Horsemen. I talked about that. So we may get a full Horseman reboot, hopefully pretty soon. So he said that he will be by his side, of course, with this situation. I had to pull up my mic here a little bit. So after that, we get a Elite promo. Really wasn't a lot of talking in this promo. Kenny Omega says that you have beaten a lot of my friends up, sent them to the hospital for no apparent reason, and now I just want to come. I just want to talk to you, just like Peter said when Meg got knocked up. I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. I just want to kill you. I just want to shoot you. I just want to talk to you. That's what he's saying. So he's saying that he wished that he could have gotten that screwdriver, took it out of the turnbuckle and plunged it into John Moxley's face. Like, God damn, really? So they did get the Elite. Well, we get a Titantron, of course, of your boy Bryan Danielson. He did start with if you only knew, the only person he does respect, of course, is Kenny Omega. But behind them is the other members of the Blackpool Combat Club, and they attack from behind. Don Callis comes out with a chair. He knows he cannot face them. He gets Kakeshka. He gets Konosuke Kakeshka to come out to even the numbers. Before that, Bryan Danielson was pulled out that screwdriver again and almost plunge it into Kenny Omega's face. Takeshita comes out, evens the numbers. The faces are on top again. I can't wait to see what happens in Double or Nothing. We might get a blood and guts, but I think we get a four on four first before we get the blood and guts, because the blood and guts is a special for TV. But we'll see about that. We will see about that. Other than that, we get the Powerhouse Hobbs versus Wardlow. I hate that Powerhouse Hobbs lost, but I see where the storyline is coming, and I see that we're getting some type of four horsemen situation building in this situation. So I was upset that Powerhouse Hobbs lost his title, but I'm okay with it due to the fact that we are going to get something bigger than Powerhouse Hobbs. No pun intended, because that dude is ginormous. But they did go back a while back where, of course, it's just a hot mess. We get QT Marshall punching out Arn Anderson a while back, about 6 months ago. They went back to this storyline where, and then toward the end of the match, we get that beautiful young lady that's part of QTV, and she distracts the ref, of course, and QT Marshall comes in with a beautiful, beautiful diamond cutter onto Wardlow. Then we get that beautiful spine buster by your boy Powerhouse Hobbs. He kicks out of that. And we get Arn Anderson coming into the ring using the gun or whatnot for him. He cowers out. We get Pentaca. We get him. He attacks, of course, QT Marshall, throwing him back in the ring. We get Arn Anderson with a beautiful DDT onto QT Marshall. We get a powerbomb first, and then we get two more powerbombs for the Powerbomb Symphony for Wardlow to retain the title. That was a good match after that, but after the match, we finally get Christian Cage and Luchasaurus to come out, and they are giving the We Want Next dibs on that title. After that, we get a Sammy Guevara backstage interview with MJF, interrupting him. Now, MJF is formed some type of collaboration with Sammy Guevara. He has to win by any means necessary. He gives him a blank check. Sammy Guevara writes down how much he wants for the blank check. MJF's like, oh my God, this is so much, but I'll do it. So they come into collaboration. After that, we get a Commander versus Switchblade Jay White. This guy is chiseled in freaking stone. I didn't even know this. He is the only person in New Japan to be a golden or triple crown champion, having every single title in New Japan. Man, it was a very nice match, very decent match. Commander did a lot of great stuff. He did get a lot of his stuff in. What I was really impressed about Commander is that he had a really nice stretch move where he jumps on the back of Jay White and extends his arm out. I thought that was really cool, really fun type of submission that Commander did. But we did get, of course, the Sling Blade for Jay White to win. They start attacking him again, beating the crap out of him. But Ricky Stark comes out. He attempts to hit Jay White, but puts a beautiful spear on Juice Robinson. Jay White gets out of the ring, and that was the end of that. I want to see Ricky Starks versus Jay White at Double or Nothing. Let this be a match, you guys. After that, we were supposed to get a promo with FTR, but they do see Mark Briscoe getting beat up by a ton of people. So FTR runs to see what's going on. Mark Briscoe says I can fight. The doctor said he cannot. So Briscoe collaborates with FTR and Jay White. Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett for them to face the members that attacked Mark Briscoe at a match on Saturday. Let's talk about that. Saturday will be the AEW Rampages go around. So it's gonna be a little different for the tag in, because the tag in will have Rampage on that one, and for the WrestleCram Weekend Edition, we'll only have SmackDown on that one. So you will have a treat for, of course, that as well in that situation. So that's just an update with that. Other than that, we have a Chris Jericho and Adam Cole ring promo. Adam Cole says that he used to idolize Chris Jericho when he was in high school. He put his whole intro based off of Chris Jericho. He says, I have tons of respect for Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho extends his hand out, gives him a handshake, and says, I have absolutely zero respect for Adam Cole. He says, you have disrespect. You so much disrespect. You come out after I beat Keith Lee. You come out and extend your hand to him. You should extend your hand out to me after I celebrated. But you know, it is what it is. Adam Cole calls him a jack off, calls him a stupid idiot that is Chris Jericho all day. Chris Jericho told him to get out of his ring. You have no dealings with me. You may leave the ring. Pushes the shit out of Adam Cole. Adam Cole comes back, beating the crap out of course, Chris Jericho. Out comes, who comes out? Oh, Daniel Garcia comes out, helping, of course, Chris Jericho. They bring out some handcuffs, but also Brett Baker comes out, slaps the shit out of Chris Jericho. But behind Chris Jericho is the Outcast, so they beat the crap out of course, Brett Baker. Remember those handcuffs I was talking about? They handcuff Adam Cole to the ring, and they bring out a kendo stick, beating the crap out of Brett Baker right in front of him. Teary-eyed, I'm sorry. But it was really interesting. I can't wait to see what this is going to detail. I'm talking about huge heat on Chris Jericho and the Chris Jericho Appreciation Society. After that, we get another hook, Isaiah Cassidy and the Hardys talking about they will address the crowd at Rampage on Saturday. After that, we get 2.0 Jake Hager versus the Acclaim and Billy Gunn. When I tell you this is probably the match of the night, I really enjoyed. Well, no, it wasn't. It was second best match. Really fun match. I enjoyed it. But if the Acclaim and Billy Gunn lose, they will have to join the Chris Jericho Appreciation Society. We will get no scissoring. We will get absolutely nothing. But you know, they do win. They win with the arrival, followed by the mic drop. We get a very interesting famouser attempted famouser by Billy Gunn, saying suck my, and that was it. I will say this about it. Warner Brothers Discovery is now getting to a point where they are blurring out a lot of the foul language. They are getting to a point where I'm guessing that I don't know if it's going to be TV-14, but they're getting to a point where it is now about to get away from, them saying the cuss words. They are blurring out a lot of the vulgar language on this station. I thought that was very interesting. I want to tell y'all about that as well. So that's very interesting. So after that, we get the main event, which was the match of the night, you guys. Anytime Sammy Guevara gets in the ring, it is very, very great. Jack Perry versus, of course, Sammy Guevara. Crazy Spanish fly from the edge of the ring to the outside of the ring. MJF is looking on in the back, of course, rooting on Sammy Guevara. Darby Allin is actually in the Raptors. He's looking on as well. We get a super Canadian destroyer off the top rope by Jack Perry. We get a poison runner by both Sammy Guevara and Jack Perry. Jack Perry is working that neck. I mean, his neck is just getting destroyed in this match. Jungle Boy attempts a some type of move off the top, but Sammy Guevara does a drop kick, throwing Jungle Boy, catapulting him onto the outside onto a table. That's where MJF comes in, hits him with the diamond ring, knocking him out and counting him out for Sammy Guevara to win the first round of the Pillars tournament. MJF and Sammy Guevara just having a great time in the ring. Sammy Guevara grabs that title, looking at it, looking at it, but he gives it back to MJF. They're having great time there, and they fade to black. This was the best show. Well, I mean, it's 1A, 1B, because it was really good. Really, really good. I'm really starting to enjoy AEW more than WWE now. It's getting to a point where the storylines are really good. They are making storylines, thank goodness, and it's getting really interesting. The stakes are very high for MJF, and when will we see, of course, Sammy Guevara swerve MJF for him to be the number one contender for that title? It's very interesting, and I want to see who is going to be a part of this beautiful now face type of Four Horsemen faction. I can't wait to see that as well. We keep hearing Four Horsemen. Let's see what goes on with that. Of course, Orn Anderson does own the rights to the Four Horsemen property, so let's see what he does with it. I can't wait. Cannot wait. So let's talk about, of course, my weight and the road to 147. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I did not do any type of workouts this go around. Oh, boo-hoo. I didn't even weigh myself this go around because I know I've been a very bad boy. Lots of Moe's cheese and nachos, but I'm getting back into the swing of it. Trust me, it is not a sprint. It is truly the journey, and I promise you, I am for it. As of today, I am going to be on the Marilax challenge. You're supposed to take it for every day. You take 1 cup of this for 1 week to cleanse and get all of that gunk out of your intestines. Apparently, you have a lot of junk in your intestines. That will clear a lot of that out. Apparently, it's like 5 to 10 pounds of just that. So I will be doing that starting today. Also, I do still have my weight trainer. I'm waiting on my ab movement thing to work, to come in from Amazon. I'm going to have that on as well. Also, I'm going to sleep with my, I'm going to buy another waist trainer to sleep in. I'm not going to wear my traditional shirt. I'll sleep shirtless now. Woo! With, of course, a waist trainer. Just like I said, this is truly not a sprint. This is truly a journey. This is a life-changing experience, and I will get to where I need to get to, not only for myself but for my health as well. I don't have anything crazy bad. I don't have any type of ailments to my knowledge. I don't have anything like that. But it's getting to the point of me being 36 and me trying to get better in life. I mean, come on, really? There's 36-year-olds that look awesome, so I need to get with them or whatnot. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. What do you think about Mercedes Mone moving, of course, to Japan, being a full-timer with New Japan? What do you think about, of course, Big E being now the MC of the Panthers, the Detroit Panthers in the USFL? Also, when do you think Big E is coming back to the WWE, or do you think he's ever coming back to the WWE? Also, the recap of course, AEW Dynamite. What do you think about that? And if you want to, go ahead and put your commitment down. And if you want to lose a little bit of weight, mostly everybody needs to lose just a little bit of weight. But I myself need to lose a lot of weight and whatnot. So like, share, and subscribe again. Like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all so much. The best. No, we'll wait. We'll wait on the best because I got some more stuff. Don't forget about my Wrestle Cram group page. This is going to be the Wrestle Cram Super Club. Wrestle Cram Super Club. Also, you will get tomorrow, you will get the very first episode of Axe Wrestle Cram. And Sunday, you will get a new feed. You will get a new feed on the community page. You will also get it on Vendetta.com, on Vendetta's page, group page as well, on my group page as well. You'll get all of that there on a weekly basis. If you want to ask me anything, ask me. Maybe you were nervous to ask me this go around, and maybe if you watch the Axe Wrestle Cram thing, you will probably get know a little bit more about what you can and cannot ask. Okay, the best is truly to come. The best is truly yet to come. Until next time. Love, peace, and of course, wrestling. I don't want like a homeless person anymore. Wrestling.